start with an apology. Sorry, I adopted for a more scenic route this morning. Unfortunately, because of that, there's no streetlights, and it's dark. I mean, it is getting lighter. It was getting lighter as I was going around, but it's still pretty dark. So yeah, apologies. I couldn't really. I mean, I could, but there wouldn't be much for you to see. So I'm in the car heading back home, having done my walk. It's now, I don't know, 10 past 6. So we'll do a little bit of a tour around here and kind of give you a bit of an update as we go through. So I did do a bit of an agenda. I'm just trying to remember. So first off, it was kind of like a fasting update, really. So I hadn't really kicked it off yet, to be perfectly honest. Focusing on just getting up early, which went to get today, which is good. But ultimately, yesterday was an eat day, so that means today is a fast day. So nothing but essentially black coffee and water today. So that'll be a fun one. And then we can pick out tomorrow. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. So yeah, so today's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I've done quite a few 24-hour fasts and 30-hour fasts. So I'm not expecting it to be too difficult. I'm my worst enemy. I get to a certain point and I'm like, yeah, I've done really well. I've only got like 10 hours to go, and then I reward myself by eating. So I kind of need to get past that kind of barrier, because that's just stupidity at its finest. So yeah, so intentional. The hardest thing I always find is the evening meals. I don't tend to eat breakfast that often anyway, and lunch I can tend to work through without too much issue. But then in the evening, it's kind of when I struggle the most. So tonight I'm just going to make myself really busy. There's a bit of an update on trading. Did a little bit yesterday after the stroll before going off to work. I got a bit impatient, a bit impulsive, and managed to make quite a considerable loss. The upside of that, when I got home last night, I sat down and spent a couple of hours. I managed to get it all back at a considerable nice margin, which was actually better than the day previous. So a little bit extra on trading fees, you could say, but ultimately a good end result, really. I mean, you could probably argue I took a few more risks to kind of get back on an even kill last night than I probably would if it was real money, so I need to start kind of backing off a bit on that. But ultimately the end goal was pretty good. Yeah, so that's it. Bit of an update from I guess getting up early this morning, really. Did another 4 a.m. wake up, which is good. And again, you guys were, pivotal in the mindset. You wake up and you got to get up, but that little voice in your head goes, if it's so warm and comfy in here, mate, just don't worry about it. Just turn the lamp off. And I actually did that in the first instances. And I know how rubbish I am, right? So I actually set 3 alarms. So the first one I hit the snooze on at like 4 o'clock, bang on. The second one went off at 2 minutes past 4. And I was determined that was going to be the time I was going to get up. Ultimately to keep you, sorry about that. Ultimately to keep you guys, or hold myself honest to you guys, essentially, really. So that's the plan. So that was the plan, and that's what I did. So yeah, I'm up and about, and I upped, and I forgot to record all my trades yesterday, so I went through it this morning. And then got down, jumped in the car, planned a little route. Which I've done previously. There's a scary bit on there where last time I went through the field was full of cows, which doesn't sound scary, but cows are actually quite big up front, up close. So I was a bit dubious that they might be in the field again, but luckily, because it's dark as well, right? And again, now it's a lot lighter than it was 20 minutes ago. Because it was quite dark, but luckily, got to the edge of the field, had a little peek in, no cows, so we were good. So carried on through, and then back. So essentially that's the plan. Sorry, no plan, but that was essentially what happened. And then I was going to talk about my print-on-demand stuff. So I've got probably only about 30 designs currently in my store. I'll keep adding to that as we go along. And I plan to add a few. The more you have, the more likely you are to on that one. I said a bit of a slow burn to start with, but we'll get there. Also, I seem to have a little bit of a cold. I don't know which was the early starts or what, but I'm starting to get a bit of sniffing today, so apologies for the well bunged up and sniffiness. And then kind of this point, I guess I wanted to add into here kind of a bit of positivity. So I kind of want to start saying what I'm grateful for, because ultimately I'm talking to you guys, but this is really kind of for me initially to start with, just to kind of track my progress and give me some accountability, but also just reflect on things as well. So I'm very grateful. I mean, one key thing I'm always grateful for is the health of myself and my family. I've got a lovely little family. I'm very grateful that the four of us are very, well, not very healthy, but we're healthy. We don't have any serious medical problems. Other people in my family have some serious medical problems at the moment, so I'll be honest, I'm kind of compartmentalising that a little bit, not to think about it too much. But I wish them well, and I'm sure things will come good. Or they won't, and then we'll have to deal with those things as and when they arise. But yes, I'm very grateful for my family, my kids, my wife, all in good spirits, all in good health, and yeah, that's the main thing. Like, if you've got that, money and everything else is just luxury. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very mindful of that as well. There's a lot of people who don't have their health, and I feel for them, because that's kind of, that's sometimes things that they're showstoppers sometimes. So. But anyway, so it's good. Yeah, I'm good to feel grateful, and also just like where I live, it's so beautiful. Like, we're in the middle of Cambridgeshire, we're kind of countryside-ish, right on the fringe of. So go for nice walks in the countryside every morning, and even the villages in the town is pretty nice. So no real complaints on that front. So yeah, so very, very grateful and happy for all that. And then I guess just a bit of a kind of round off yesterday, really. Had to go to site, spent there. I was late coming back. There's quite a lot going on, so that was quite an enjoyable day, but quite a late day. And then, as I say, got home, did a bit of trading, sort the kids out for bed, and then kind of go from there, really. And yeah, it was an all right day. Long day, because obviously it's a 4 o'clock start. Direct pass over right there. Wrong yet. Let's try another one. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, ultimately it was pretty good. Long, tiring, but good fun. So, and I guess, yeah, I don't really have any more to say than that. So, yeah, I will do better tomorrow. I promise. I did write an agenda, but it's on my phone. I'm using my phone to record. So, apologies for that. I will write it down on a piece of paper for tomorrow. Go old school. And I'm very sorry about this road. It's atrocious. But hey, you can't have everything on the phone, So I'm going to leave it there, because I'm getting close to home now. So I will sign off. Have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Thank you. Bye.